Hi, I'm Mark Crossley, and you're listening to the Prawn Sandwich podcast.
How's the bacon, did you say?
Salah! Oh, wow! Oh! Coutinho! It's a goal! Stanislas makes it 3-3! Goodness gracious me! Melo! My goodness! Cross past Dixon, cross comes Adam. Oh, in! The goalkeeper's pass! Steering out and scored! Aguero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again!
Hello everybody and welcome to the latest episode of the Prawn Sandwich podcast. I'm hosting today, James Jackson, joined by Dylan McKenzie and Nathan Cupid.
Hello
boys.
Ciao.
This is take 2 of this episode. We had an absolute farce the other week. It was Dylan's birthday and we were trying to record, and to be fair, like, the staff at his pub threw a surprise birthday night out for him, so we were trying to record while Dill was sat outside in a beer garden. It was just a farce. Did you have a good night though, Dill?
Apart from the game, if everyone listening, the surprise was to take me out for the Sunderland Sheffield Wednesday Carabao Cup second round. What a delight that was.
I forgot it was
I didn't want to say anything.
It was a good night.
We've been flying in the league, so that game is totally erased from my memory.
Signed the next Ronaldinho this morning as well.
Been up to anything else?
Working.
Football Manager.
That's same.
Week off. Football Manager.
I've been dusting today, and I've saved some chat for us until we were live on the pod. So I've just finished my league campaign with Hearts, the 26-27 league campaign. I finished the league with 106 points. I'm just reading it off my phone. I took a photo before to send a loop. 106 points, a goal difference of 100. Scored 120 goals, conceded 20. Esposito was top scorer in the league with 37. He's scored 51 goals in all competitions, and I've still got the Scottish Cup final to come.
That's a serious save.
To be fair, it's a fucking farmers league, so. I can say that now, Olivia. But if I win the Scottish Cup, that's the treble, the domestic treble done. But still chasing that coveted European trophy. That's the big one. What save have you been cracking on with this week, Nate?
I started the Napoli one and it's going quite well at the minute.
Oh, splendid.
Second after 12 games.
What version of the game is that?
22.
Nice.
I signed Ander Herrera. Big signing. Just for the crack. He's mint.
You're keeping Insigne on, you're going to let him go at the end of the season?
Oh, he's away. He's already away at Toronto.
Oh, he doesn't with an update.
With the updated thing on eye, so he's already away. But I'll bring someone in, I think.
That'd be good.
Nah.
Have you had much chance to play at all, Dill?
No. My job at the minute, pure intense. For anyone listening, I used to play a lot, but moved to the middle of the lakes in hospitality. So I literally sleep, get up, go to work, and then sleep again.
All work and no play.
Nah, but I'm off next. No, not next week. 1 week left, and I'm off for a week.
Okay.
A week off's perfect for it.
But aren't you going away though?
If I'm going to Rome, I'm not going to complain about that, am I?
No, I meant for playing Footy Manager.
I would do.
Play it all the night before I go, and then play it when I get back, because I've still got a few days off when I get back.
Decent.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Still waiting on the time of the
Don't
Roma
start.
game.
It's pure annoyance.
I even checked today, feel like.
I know, like, say, because we're going for a week, but that game's going to be the Saturday or Sunday before we come home on Monday. So now she's trying. I kept it from her that it could be on the Sunday, but now she's starting to get off on one in case it's the last day of the holiday. She has to go to a football match. So I'm like, it's like, oh, sorry, I did what you wanted for the first 6 days.
It'll be 2 hours of your day. No,
it won't, because the train at Empoli is 2 hours. Then she got to be at the match.
I forgot it's away.
Oh, travelling, yeah.
It's away.
Love it.
Class. Love that.
I just said, if you don't want to go, I'll go without you. It's all right. Do what you want.
I think that's
There's a glass museum. There's a glass museum in Empoli. You can go that if you want.
A glass museum. That's like the Italian equivalent of Kesik's fucking pencil museum, isn't it?
She was like, what is there to do in Empoli in case I want to go to the games? I thought, surely there will be. Like a nice little city in Italy. I googled it. If anyone wants to go to Empoli, there is jack shit in Empoli. That glass museum is second on the list behind the footy stadium.
Oof.
It sounds a good day out.
She got given her options.
How he is doing in the fantasy football? Because I'm having an absolute stinker so far this season in our mini league.
Lying.
I haven't checked. So this weekend's just gone because I was too busy. But I was doing decent. Well, I was doing all right.
I think you scored the most this weekend.
Did I? I thought I did crap because obviously I don't think my defenders got anything because I've stupidly stuck with Robertson and I had Cancelo conceded 3. I know he got 0.
I gave me -1.
You're flying.
I played triple captain early doors on Haaland though.
Oh fucking hell! Do you know something? Out of everybody I know, like you'd be like number 1 candidate for spunking your load too early on a triple captain.
I thought, you know what, I'll bollocks it. They're only playing Newcastle. 3-3 draw, and Koulibaly gets sent off. Oh no!
I've played my wild card this week. I was that pissed off with my team. So
no, that's the only thing I've done crap on. I played the wrong captains. Like I captained Jesus the week he didn't score. He got an assist, but he didn't score. And then the other 2 weeks I've captained Son both weeks, and he's been absolutely terrible this season.
He is out my team.
He's one of the ones I'm thinking of just getting rid of because he's still worth loads of money, so I'd get decent.
Yeah.
But we'll have a see.
We will see. Right, should we get on to this week's topic then? This week, we're just gonna talk about the Champions League, which, like, we mentioned it to each other before. Like, we've done an episode on the League Cup in the past, and we've not done an episode on the Champions League.
Yeah, but it's actually worked out fitting because we said about we messed up last week, but it's the Champions League draw live as we speak.
Oh, that's worked out very well. Like, to be fair,
stage. It's the group stage draw now, isn't it?
Hell of a result for Rangers last night. Like, that's
gutted for Rude, mind.
They've done great getting in there.
Gutted for Rude.
Gutted for Van Nistelrooy. Jared Brampwaite's on loan there, man, from Wigton to Eindhoven.
That's mental.
We don't need more of that.
As the News and Star had a headline today being like Carlisle
to be honest
born
with you,
or
I don't think
Cumbrian born
think-
Cumbrian born.
I don't think John Coleman knows he's even left the country.
But anyway, yeah, we're gonna do an episode of the Champions League, talk about our favourite goals, our favourite teams that didn't actually win the tournament, memorable matches, memorable moments, and a 1 to 11 of our favourite players. Well, it doesn't have to be like total favourites, but like just memorable players, favourite players, or whatever from watching the competition. So I've probably been watching it since like the 97, 98 season, 98, 99. It's probably as long as I can remember. I'm a bit older than you two.
I have a question before we get to the 11s.
Yeah.
You know, we said the rule that it couldn't be from an English club.
Yeah.
But can you have someone who played for an English club, but you picked them for another because of another club?
Aye.
Right, that's all right then.
Aye, that's all right.
Sound.
So, what's like the earliest tournament of it you can remember? Like, start with you, Dylan.
I can't remember. I'm crap with like dates, but I can't remember. I just remember being little and wondering how, like, because obviously I'm the youngest. I wondered, my dad was watching TV. I wondered how Leeds were struggling to beat us, but yet got to the semis of the Champions League final. That's my earliest memory of it. I was like, why are Leeds this good? And then I even think about it now. If you say to people, oh yeah, Leeds got to like the semis, everyone's like, what? Yeah.
I remember their Champions League run like quite clearly. I just started secondary school, so I was watching football every opportunity I got, and like they beat like AC Milan and Barca, and that in the first group, because this was when the Champions League had two group stages as well.
Was that 99, 2000?
It was 2000, 2001. Leeds
2001.
Yeah, because they got beat in the UEFA Cup final the season before.
Oh yeah, they did.
Oh no, the semi-final. Sorry, UEFA Cup semi-final. Arsenal got beat in the final.
Yeah. Dominic Mateos got that game.
They had who did they have in the first group? They had Barca and AC Milan in the first group stage. I can't remember who the other team was. And then in the second,
play Roma at some point.
Not that season.
Not
Roma
that season.
In the Champions League that season. They played Roma in the UEFA Cup one year.
That might have been it then.
Yeah.
Where I'm getting mixed up.
And then the second group stage, and they definitely had Lazio. I can't remember. Was it Real Madrid? Maybe I can't remember.
Maybe it's not Valencia.
No, Valencia beat them in the semis because that was a great Valencia side.
Unreal Valencia side.
They made the final. Was it 2 years on the bounce?
Yeah. 2000, 2001.
Yeah, and then they got beat in 2002 as well by Bayern. No, it was 99, 2000, then 2000, 2001. I get mixed up there. What about you, Nate? What's the earliest like you started watching it? Or how early did you start watching?
Probably that 99 treble season. Man United versus Barcelona, Beckham free kick, sticks in my head loads.
Yeah, because that was the first live group game of the competition, wasn't it?
Rivaldo's overhead kick at the Nou Camp as well.
Yeah, we can mind because like ITV always showed Man United games live over Arsenal games. Like, was it because ITV was like based in Manchester? That must have been that why. But like Clive Tildesley and Big Ron on comms, like just get that proper nostalgic Champions League feeling whenever
unreal.
I hear their voices. Some iconic commentary moments in that 98-99 season as well. Bob Wilson presenting the studio.
Clive Tildesley's first season as lead commentator on ITV as well that season.
Oh, nice. Good times. What a guy. Yeah. Right, I'll tell you what then. We'll just go in. We've done a few like top threes and stuff. This feels very like civilized compared to the last two episodes that we did because we're absolutely steaming in the last two.
I'm drinking lemonade for a start.
just talking like normal folk today. There's like what the C-bomb count would have been up to about 17 in that last one.
I'd have went on
Oh,
a
dear.
rant about Danny Mills or David Batty in that Leeds team or something.
Oh, right. Anyways, right, we'll do we'll just start off with goals then. Like most memorable goals. I've picked 3 that stand out for me. That just ooze like Champions League, in my opinion. Obviously you could have picked from hundreds, but my first one would have been Kaká versus Man United at Old Trafford, where he sits down. Is it Ever and Heinze? Like smash into each other. He heads it between them, runs around, and it like just perfectly places the shot along the ground in the bottom corner. It's fucking brilliant. Like Kaká in that AC Milan side, like before the Real Madrid move, is like just peak Champions League, in my opinion.
Quality goal, that.
Class. Hell of a game, that. Man, you won 3-2, didn't it?
Very good. Very good game.
Got dicked in the semi-final, in the return at the San Siro, though.
I did that.
I scored a mint goal in that game and all.
I did. Seedorf scored and ran the show.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely mint.
Put Vidic on his ass.
What about you, Dill? What's your first goal?
Arguably my favourite player of all time. Champions League final, 13-14, Sergio Ramos header versus Atletico.
Modric takes. It's a header from Sergio Ramos! Sensational finish! Sergio Ramos, the hero of the semi-final for Real Madrid, scores a goal in the 93rd minute, which saves their skin in the final. Incredible stuff, that.
Do you know, it's the one cross that nobody attacked. I think for the entire game, every ball that has come into that 6-yard box, there has been somebody from that Atletico team that has got there first, that has wanted to go and get it first. It's that one, almost as if they are waiting for that whistle. And nobody goes to get it, nobody goes to meet it, and you know what? Credit Sergio Ramos, because not only does he put his head on it, it's a brilliantly accurate header as well. He's still got plenty to do there. He really has. What a contact, what a finish.
Big goal by a big player.
I just remember being in the pub watching it, and I obviously had a Real Madrid top on, and everyone wanted Atleti to win. Like, everyone wanted the underdog and all that stuff, which I get. But then it does make me laugh years later when he's like, everyone, Simeone goes to like Anfield and now they all despise him. Because he did to them what he does to everyone. But no, I just watching that game so frustrating, and then just big game player, big game in it.
Yeah,
just what header.
Was it Godin had scored for Atletico early on as well?
Because he came out and made a mistake and got like lobbed.
Was that the game where Costa was injured, but they started him anyway?
He came off after 9 minutes.
Yeah, he was proper early sub, wasn't
it? Javi Alonso was suspended because he got booked in the semis, so they had to play Khedira. There was a few good games. Comes in, it was 1-1, and then extra time, Real Madrid just battered them.
Ran away with it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Bill scored that header at the back post, didn't he?
That made it 2-1.
Yeah.
Ronaldo scored a pen. He was back at Lisbon, wasn't it?
Yeah, he scored the 4th. And then I love him, but he scored the 4th and took his top off, and it was like, however.
I know.
Marcelo scored the 3rd.
Top of sight now, pal.
Marcelo scored the 3rd.
Fair play. I remember watching that game. I watched it. It was when I was working in the bookies at the time. I was at work. Watched it at work.
It was so good.
Mid-final.
Go on then, Nath. Your first one.
My first goal is Paul Scholes versus Panathinaikos 2001. Basically, Man United just pass the ball around like unbelievably well, and then Paul Scholes scores a dink. If it was scored nowadays, everyone would rant and rave on about that goal. They swear down it's really good goal.
But he chews his daughter's toenails.
I just want to say, I can't do anything now with him. I just can't.
No, I just can't.
Forget he could play football.
Yeah.
He's out the Gerrard Lampard scores conversation for me now. Like, nah.
Swapped him for Hargreaves.
Fucking lifted. It's fucking lifted.
Aye, anyone.
Teddy Sheringham gets a nice little layoff before the dink.
Right, I'll give you that. I still love Teddy.
You can't not love it. You have to love Teddy.
It's a nice obscure goal as well. That'll definitely have to be.
It's mint.
YouTube that one. So
YouTube it. It's unbelievable.
I'm scared to put Paul Scholes' name into a search engine to be honest, to see what comes up.
Now it'll come up because weirdly everyone's forgot about it.
Oh, I know.
It's strange how everyone's forgotten about it.
I know. It's still getting telework and that.
It's just
imagine like the green room or whatever they call it, like before going on and that we're having like finger buffet and drinks. Like, well, you all right, Paul? Oh, that was the toenails.
Yeah, like I'm not saying it's the same thing, right? But Adam Johnson got arrested he got arrested like 8 years ago. And if a Sunderland fan says anything to like a random fan on Twitter, they just reply with, "Oh, AJ," and like put a photo up like you played Adam Johnson. And it's like, right, it's like 8 years ago, not to do with the club. Someone said Paul Scholes, "Oh, what a player, Ace! What a seen his goals." Mate, he chewed his daughter's toes. Why does it's the first thing that pops in my head now, and no one else does for some reason.
I can't think of him now without thinking of that. Like it makes me feel a bit sick. Oh God, we'll stick with you, Nate.
Move on.
We'll stick with you, Nate. What's your second goal? And I hope it's not a Paul Scholes one.
No, it's a Paul Scholes one. Second goal.
Gigs.
No. Second goal is Ronaldinho toe poke versus Chelsea, Stamford Bridge, 2004-2005.
And look at this game now. Terry's header only as far as Iniesta. Now Ronaldinho. Oh, it's a terrific goal. Wonderful, wonderful goal. Absolutely breathtaking. Ronaldinho. You just didn't see it coming. And in the blink of an eye, back of the net. Petr Cech never moved.
He just literally wasn't expecting it. He didn't believe for 1 minute the Brazilian would just do what he did.
That's my second goal as well. So
real goal that.
We'll stick on that. Yeah, the most skillful big toe you'll ever see.
Oh, sign that into everything.
A little samba dance and then bump big toe bottom corner.
Just wheels away like. Oh.
I love that gold kit that they had as well. That like the
just want to say I'm one of the only people that doesn't like it. And I don't like Barca, but I'll admit when they got a good kit. Nah, I think it looks brown. Never mind gold.
It's a weird shade.
It's like a dull gold, isn't it? It's like
like a Schneidy gold.
I like that game. Was a hell of a. Did that finish like 3-2 or 4-2 to Chelsea in the end?
I can't remember.
it was like 6-4 aggregate. Something
mental.
Was a good game.
John Terry scored late on. I
think it got to 4-4. Chelsea were going out when Terry scored, and then they got another one. Lampard was bound to score. He bagged all the time in the Champions League then.
They'll have like a left-hand side of like Bridge and Duff.
Might have been Robin.
Jesper Gronkia.
Jesper Gronkia scored the goal that got them into the Champions League just before the Abramovich takeover, and then was like just pure binned off. Thanks for now, Jesp. Hiya. Go on, Dill. What's your second?
I couldn't choose between two. Well, I have chose. I had to get a Ronaldo goal in there. I went for the Bicey against Juventus in the quarters.
Nice.
Unreal. Just, like Sergio Ramos' goal was more about feeling and what it meant, but Ronaldo's just ridiculous. Stupid.
It's like how high he gets there.
Yeah, exactly. How high he gets. Ball just goes straight into the corner. There's no like deflection or like look about it. Just like a bullet right in the corner. Yeah. I couldn't choose between special mention, then I'm going to get one in. The other one I couldn't choose, the one against Porto in the semi-final from like 45 yards, whatever it was. That was ridiculous.
It's like just scored a.
You could pick three of his out of the top, couldn't you? You could just pick top three of him.
He scored that many, and so much variety in his goals as well.
Yeah, but that's mine.
Good choice. And I think me and Nath will have the same one again.
No, I've changed. I think
You've changed it because that we
changed.
recorded last time. We did. Well, I'm gonna go. I'll pick mine, and it's Batistuta versus Man United in 1999.
Trafford is rocking. There's a real atmosphere about the place and a real match taking place. Batistuta! Oh, what a fantastic hit! Speed of light strike from Gabriel Batistuta. He's done it again against English opposition, and he has silenced Old Trafford.
Oh, what is he like? I said about this business, if he doesn't take too much time, one turns, hits it early again. It's got a swerve on it. Bozzy should really have stabbed that one. I mean, it's a good early strike. Awkward because it's swerving, but I think there's a surprise element in that.
I just think I just love it. Batistuta's first season in the Champions League, and just a goal that epitomised the man. Receives the ball 30 yards out on the turn, bump, puts down. Is it Stam? It's like takes it past.
Turns Stam like he's not even there.
Yeah, and then just rifles it in. The swerve on the ball just absolutely deceives the keeper. Lock it. And Clive Tilde's comms is like iconic for it as well.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely class. Especially as like Batistuta. I remember in Match Magazine, he was always linked with Man United. For like the time I was reading that. So for him to bag at Old Trafford against Man U, at like 30-year-old as well, quality.
Unreal.
Lovely kit and all, absolutely lovely kit.
Oh, pure.
Right, go on then. Nath, what's the one you change it to after originally picking that?
I've gone for Philip Mexes versus Anderlecht 2012-13.
What a goal!
What a goal!
What a goal that is!
So it's a free kick around just outside the box, isn't it? And then Ambrosini knocks it across to the other side of the box. And Mexes chipped it out of the 18-yard box and then just decides to think, I'm going to just smash this.
He was right.
It can't in. Centre half. Like,
centre back as well.
Fair play, Philippe.
Oh, class. A champ man, wonder kid from 2000 all the way through to about 2004.
I just didn't know he had it. He's done it more than once as well, though, hasn't he? He scored another one. Did not score one against Inter Milan in like a Super Cup or something like that. I'm sure he scored more than one overhead kick in his time. Like, good defender though.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Go on then, Dill.
2011, Dejan Stankovic versus Schalke.
Lovely.
When he lobs Neuer, first time volley.
Yeah.
That's a mint goal.
Unbelievable goal. Unbelievable goal. I hate it, but
perfect fizz and flight on that ball.
Yeah.
He strikes it.
Didn't even hit the ground there. It just hits the back of the net, like. And then he tried it for like the next 4 games afterwards.
Good, unreal, just class.
It's meant to just think that fast and then pull it off. Like you can see it 9 times out of 10. Morse folk. If that was happening on the sheet mount, Morse folk would try it, but it would go nowhere near.
Well,
but he's
Charlie tried it every week, didn't he? When he was
scored from halfway in at least once.
Straight on the defense of Charlie Adam. Oh,
serious goal that though. Serious goal that.
Yeah.
Quality. Is that us all? Well,
it's all free, aye.
That's a free. Obviously, there's hundreds and hundreds of goals you could pick from. Like there's like some.
There's some ridiculous goals.
Yeah.
If we're about to start listing them off, then would be all day.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. So next, then we'll do matches. Could be matches that had an iconic moment, or like just most memorable matches, just whatever. Just 3 Champions League matches that have stood out for yourselves that have been favourites or whatever at the time. Start with you, Dylan.
Just one or all 3?
We'll go through one each at a time.
Right, mine are all close to like heart and teams I care about. So first one is Real Madrid Juventus final few years ago, 16, 17. I know it's not a classic because Real nicked them 4-1, but it was just like, I remember working at the Beehive and everyone again was just like wanting Juve to win so bad. And a little bit of me, about 5% of me, wouldn't have minded if Juve won it just because of Buffon.
Yeah.
But I just remember Juve had loads of players I hated. Like they had Dani Alves and Mandzukic. And I was just like, yeah, I get it. GG, you get one. But they've also got a bunch of pricks in this team. And for me, like, I know people don't like to like Real Madrid because of like the Galactico thing and all that. And Barca's the more tidy team to support. Well, not now,
Well,
but
for were.
it was.
Not now.
Yeah. But that Madrid team like doesn't actually get as much credit as it should. It's just ridiculous. Like Man United are signing Casemiro now, and he's coming with 5 Champions Leagues from that era.
Yeah.
Literally, like all of them now have got 5, but they won 3 on the bounce, 4 in 5 years. And it's like no one really mentions it. Where if it was, I'm not saying they weren't good, but for fact if it was Pep's Barca, oh my god, it'd be on.
Greatest team of all time. Greatest team of all time.
It'd be on TV all the time. Like, well, there's a documentary about him, and I'm not saying it isn't because Pep has changed football, but to win 4 Champions Leagues out of 5 is just stupid. I know they didn't put the La Ligas as much as they should have to win it, but the Champions League is the Champions League. Like, there's no one near them now, like to winning as many just because of that span.
It's mental. Is it only they only do it with 2 managers as well? Isn't it? It's only Ancelotti and Zidane that's won them as well.
Yeah, Zidane won 3.
That's quality. That way.
I remember watching that final in Walkabout, right? And you see when Mandzukic scored that overhead kick, like it was just like pure surprise. And like, I remember just being sat there, being like, "Oh, what?" Like we were all just like looking at each other, like, "What the fuck? Like, what a goal!" And some bloke behind us just shook everybody's hand. Right? It was proper weird. He was like, "What a goal, lads! What a goal!" Like shook everybody's hands. What was that? We didn't even know him. Like, who's this weirdo? Shook our hands. Like, what the fuck? Oh, man. Right, go on, Nath. What's your first?
I'm going to go with 2008-2009 quarter-final, second leg, Chelsea versus Liverpool, 4 each. Just because it was...
I had that.
Unbelievable. What, like... It was like the fifth season in a row that they played against each other in the Champions League. And just this game was just phenomenal, just constant, just goal after goal after goal. And then Chelsea went through, didn't they, and got beat off Barcelona in the 70s. But as much as I don't like Liverpool, but it was proper entertaining sitting there watching it. Like, it was really good.
I had that and then got rid of it because I've defined it to myself as too English. But no, what you mean? It was unreal. Like 2 free kicks scored. Aurelio scored that free kick where
I beat him at the near post, didn't he? With a free kick?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
from like 40 yards, and then Alex scored the free kick where he just runs up and twats it as hard as he can.
It was just back and forth all the time. Like basketball, it was just continuously like that.
There was a good period where all English ties in the Champions League were absolutely mint.
Yeah, it was,
and they play the Prem at 0-0.
Yeah,
gun ho attack.
Yeah, the Champions League was always nuts, like.
Yeah, there was a good period where there was games like that, but this one was just quiet. I can just remember watching it and thinking, as much I wanted Chelsea to go through because I don't like Liverpool at all. But it was good.
I'm sure it was 7-5 on aggregate.
It was ridiculous finishing scoreline. Ridiculous.
Was it 6-5? I think it was 6-5. I think Chelsea won 2-1 at Anfield.
Yeah.
And just mental, man.
It's crazy.
My first one is the first of 2 AC Milan games, actually. But on this occasion, they were on the receiving end of a 4-0 hiding by Deportivo La Coruña in the
quarterfinals. That's my second one.
Yeah, I've got that game as well.
Oh, that ties in nicely. Like fucking hell. Like everybody, the other season when Liverpool came back and beat Barcelona 4-0.
Yeah.
At Anfield, and it was like, oh, like only Liverpool could do this because it's at Anfield and all that shit. Where like he's forgetting about like understated Deportivo side at the time, obviously, and that 3-1 down from the first leg at the San Siro to then annihilate AC Milan 4-0 back in Spain.
Yeah.
And AC Milan with the defence of Maldini, Costa Curta, and Cafu.
Yeah.
I think Cafu was there at the time. Like that was a stamp. That was like a strong like AC Milan side. That Deportivo side was so exciting in the Champions League. They had some amazing ties with Man United as well.
Yeah.
In the era they were there, but like that game, that just absolutely class. And like they lost Roy Mackay by that point as well, who'd gone to Bayern. So they had Albert Luque scored.
Albert Luque scored.
Yeah.
Walter Pandiani.
Pandiani scored.
So you've got like a future Birmingham player in Pandiani, a future Newcastle United player in Albert Luque scoring in that game. Nibert played, who went on to play for Spurs.
Oofed.
That's it.
Still have like Valeron though on there.
Yeah, Valeron was there his whole career, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But like that, like what a team. Jalminha even got off the bench. Like he was getting on a bit then. But, he was a hell of a player. But Deportivo 4, Milan 0.
Oh, look at that.
I think who did Deportivo lose to in the semis? Porto. Porto beat
Porto, yeah.
Porto,
and Monaco beat Chelsea.
Yeah. So, oh, class. We all had that same game. Love it.
I agree with that.
I'll do my next one soon because that'll technically you have done two and I've done one. So I'll choose my other Milan game, and it's the Milan versus Inter quarter-final from 2005, where the game got stopped after Dida was hit with a flare after about half an hour. Well, basically, Milan were ahead on aggregate from the first leg, and then went into a lead early on. Inter fans took exception, started hoying flares onto the pitch, and it's more so because it produced that like iconic photo of Marco Materazzi and Rui Costa.
Yeah,
like looking at the Curve of Sud and just all the flares. Like that for me is like I think that's one of my most favorite pictures in football, which is a lot of people will probably say that, so it's not like a niche thing to say, but it's just really cool. It's cool. They just stood there watching on as flares are raining in on the goalkeeper's back.
Peak time football.
That was class. Yeah. Like Inter didn't have a particularly good side then. Milan did, obviously. Milan went on to the final. But yeah, that's game I've won. And to be fair, like the main reason is probably that photo of Materazzi and Rui Costa.
Yeah.
Go on, Dill. It's your third one.
Probably guessed it, but Roma 3, Barcelona 0.
And they're Roma have risen from their ruins. Nonetheless, the Greek god in Rome. The unthinkable unfolds before our eyes. This was not meant to happen. This could not happen. This is happening. Barcelona extraordinarily 8 minutes from elimination. And Di Francesco does not know where to go. Iniesta does not know where to look. It is a Greek from Mount Olympus who has come to the 7 hills of Rome and pulled up a miracle.
Yeah. I thought that might sneak in somewhere.
Yeah. Look at unreal, man. Just like they're not supposed to be good because Totti's just retired the season before. They've lost Rudiger to Chelsea. They've lost Salah to Liverpool. Signed people like Schick, Zeko. Well, Zeko's already there, but has to like Salah got most of their goals the year before, and then just like obviously got dicked away, get a last minute goal at the new camp, and then changed the entire formation. Just went for it. Then just what unreal, man! Absolutely unreal game. And I remember like it was on the night it happened. It was on like something stupid, like the red button, because obviously they thought Barca would cakewalked it, so no one would watch it. And it turned out to be like the best game of the night, because of the story and stuff.
Definitely some iconic Peter Drury commentary as well.
Yeah, just class.
I love stuff like games like that, like because De Rossi scored, didn't he?
Yeah, scored a pen when him being the captain now.
Yeah. I love stuff like that where like the captain like who's been there his whole career is like coming to an end. Like he scores in this like pivotal game. I love a bit of story behind the result. Like
him and Nainggolan were unbelievable that game.
How good was Nainggolan for a couple of years, by the way? He was absolutely class for a couple of seasons.
I feel like it sounds pure cliche, but I think he got Roma.
Yeah.
He knew what it meant to play for him, like for the fans.
Yeah. I can't wait to go away. I can't wait to go away. If I wasn't getting my bathroom done right now, I'd have been going to that Monza home game in a couple of weeks. Don't buy a house that needs renovating a bit because you'll miss out on going to Italian football matches. Nah, class. Good choice. I've tried to steer away from finals, and I tried to steer away from English stuff because like English club matches are probably what I've seen most of in the Champions League from watching it when it was on ITV. But I had to pick this one. It's not a final, but it's Juventus versus Man United from the semi-final in 1990.
Beckham with a corner. It's towards Keane! Roy Keane with a captain's goal for Manchester United. Game on! He's pulled them back to 2-1. Manchester United. Keane with Beckham beyond him. It wasn't the best of passes from Blomqvist. Keane brought him down. Now what's the referee going to do? It's a yellow card. And whatever else happened. Beckham's headed down. This is Cole. It's towards York. It's 2-2. Dwight York has equalised for Manchester United. And they have seen the Juventus away goal. And they have raised it. As things stand, it's United who go through. York, he skipped through, it's Dwight York, he's brought down by Peruzzi, Cole will finish it off, full speed ahead, Barcelona! Manchester United are in sight of the European Cup final again. Andy Cole has surely made that a certainty now. Call it destiny, call it fate, but Manchester United have reached the European Cup final again.
I think like that game's absolutely incredible. Juve never been beaten by an English side in Italy. To go 2-0 up and then Man United to come back and win 3-2 with Roy Keane inspired performance, and Clive Tilsley just makes every goal so much better in that game as well.
I think he makes the game.
It does, yeah. Like it just adds the drama with like all of it. Keane getting a yellow card and then still performing the way he did.
Yeah,
it's
good finish for his goal as well, by the way.
Fucking brilliant header, like. But it's like I just said to Dilbot, like De Rossi scoring. I love the thing with like a bit of story in that, like Roy Keane, the captain, like taking the game by the scruff of the neck, getting the first goal, then getting booked, but not flaking away, like still putting in a man of the match performance, and I'm going to win 3-2. I'm sure they had a goal disallowed in that game. I'm sure as well, did they?
Dwight York not get one disallowed.
Can't remember now, to be fair, but it's
Keane's reaction to it now is mint that way. He's like, and
it was my job. It was my job.
Yeah,
Corso was going to perform. It was my job.
9 times out of 10, footballers would milk the life out of that.
That's just not keen, is he? And like I like it that there's like footage of the game after, isn't there? Like there's footage in the changing room after the game where you see them all, the Dwight York's all smiles, like buzzing and dancing around, and that's just cool. It was like that champion. I know it's like fairly done to death because it was like the class of '92 was involved, and it was such an iconic season because no English club's done it before. But that Champions League, that 98-99 one, it's like you said right at the start, Nath, it's like the first one you can properly remember. It's the first one I can like properly remember, like from the start all the way through. And there's just so many like Raj moments.
They played like really well, like beat some decent sides on the way.
No, they did. And they only got out of the group because they were like the best runner-up.
Yeah, they had to qualify for the tournament because they started the season before.
They beat, I think it was it Sturm? No, maybe it was Sturm. Might have been Sturm Graz. I can't remember. Anyway, Juventus Man United semi-final 1999.
Love it.
So, Nath, what's your last one?
Sticking with Man United, Old Trafford 2003, round of 16, second leg, 1 each against Porto.
Jose Mourinho has said that his dream is to coach in England. Already claims to have been approached by Tottenham, a claim that Spurs have vehemently denied. 3 changes to the Manchester United team from the first leg. Roy Keane suspended, Quinton Fortune injured, Louis Saha nursing a minor Achilles problem. Eric Djemba starts the United game for the first time in over 4 months. The manager's most difficult decision was to leave Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench. It may all come down to this free kick now. We are inside the last minute. It's McCarthy. It's a good save by Howard. It's been turned in by Costinha. Last minute, and it could be the last minute of Manchester United's European season. A dramatic goal of the death by Costinha has given Porto the aggregate lead again.
Sad as that may be for Man United, definitely have to go down in the keeper. The keeper at this level has got to catch those. I would have expected him, a keeper like Howard, to have caught that, or at least parried it away to safety.
Great reaction by Jose Mourinho. It might come for Van Nistelrooy. It's forced away though. Manchester United are out of the Champions League. Porto have pulled off a European shot at the very last minute. A goal in the last of the 90 minutes. Squared it on the night, and means that Benny McCarthy's goals in Porto a fortnight ago are crucial. And Manchester United face for them an early exit from Europe. Final score here is Manchester United 1, Porto 1.
Man United play a lesser 11 because it's, the media are giving it all. They'll walk this, and then they don't do the. Costinha gets a last-minute equaliser. Jose's running up to the corner flag, and then they're going to win the tournament. You know what I mean? Like quality.
It's fucking class
that. Just for the scenes, really, more than anything else. Just for the scenes, because it was
when the world found out who he was.
It was unbelievable.
Because like Ferguson wouldn't have been used to like that kind of like disrespect. Almost. Mourinho just didn't give a fuck. He just did not give a fuck.
Ball's leaving at the back of the net and he's halfway down to the corner flag.
Like there was like a pure sense of how dare he do that at Old Trafford. It's like Mourinho's like just not asked. The
British media just went crazy. It was like, oh, they must be good because they beat Man United. Like, not to do the fact that he's played Gary Neville and Wes Brown at centre half and Tim Howard in net. All right, okay. But like, they beat them, and then Jose's coat off, and he's shushing Old Trafford. Like, mint. And then he wins the tournament, declares himself the special one, and then it's a weekly thing because he goes to Chelsea, doesn't he? So
that's quality, like
class. That's peak Mourinho for me. Like, as much as I still enjoy him, but like then, like untouchable.
He seemed like people like anti-establishment, didn't he? Like he just didn't give a shit. Like,
Yeah,
no
kinda
respect. I'm like, I'm just gonna run up the touchline
Yeah.
here and go Raj. And like,
You
fair
come to-
play, like man. I like a manager that's emotional and that emotionally involved.
Oh,
and
just
they'll celebrate
yeah,
like that.
breath of fresh air. You come to Old Trafford, you sit on your bench, you stay quiet and shake Ferguson's hand. But no.
I've come Old Trafford and won. Of course, I'm going to celebrate like a Roger and run up the touchline.
Just for the utter scenes, like for Costinha to score it as well. Like the centre half scoring the equaliser, it's just when they've got Benny McCarthy up front, you know what I mean?
Iconic moment, as we say.
Completely.
Right then, so the last thing we kind of picked three of was like memorable teams who didn't actually win the competition. Could be one from an era, like spanning a few seasons, or one just from one particular season. There's loads that could have been picked again. Should we just like skim through these? Like just do
our three at once.
Yeah, aye. Well, I've picked Dynamo Kiev from 1999. Got to the semi-final before being put out by Bayern Munich. Sergei Rebrov and Andrei Shevchenko up front. Class team.
You have to be niche, don't you?
I just
it's
one of them, like, because like I say, I remember that tournament quite well, and obviously you've got a team that like like Christ, I didn't even know like that team existed. I didn't know Ukraine was a country. Like, you know what I mean? I was like 11-year-old, and like I was like, who are these like no marks? But obviously they're not no marks. But like you just think that when you're little, don't you? And then Shevchenko goes on to become one of the best strikers in world football for the next few seasons.
Decent.
Yeah.
And Valencia from 2000 to 2000, like from 99 2000 to 2000 2001. Like we said earlier, got to the final 2 seasons in a row, led by Gazeka Mendieta, who was fucking class in that time.
I've got them 2 sides as well.
And the other one, we've mentioned them already, Deportivo. Just from 2000 to 2004, like exciting team to watch. Had some pretty like cult hero players playing for them. That's my 3. I'm going to mention them anyway because I had them and scribbled them out. Well, Villarreal 06, pure like that side.
Pure that was a good side.
Pure like that side. Riquelme, Forlan, go on, Dill.
Well, I'd Nath go because he's got some of yours.
All right.
Anyway.
So they say that Valencia 99 and whatever sides. That kit in that second final that we're in with the stripes down the other side.
Aye.
What a kit! I love that. And obviously I had Big John Carew up front. I've got the Inter Milan side from that 99. You know, the side that Man United beat in the quarters.
Yeah.
That was a good side, like Zanetti and all them, and quality side. Obviously, never 4 managers in that season, so it was never really going to click, was it?
Aye. And that like start of Ronaldo's like bad injury problems as well, that isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And my last side, I've gone for Borussia Dortmund 2012-2013.
Yeah. When Klopp was
like,
likable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the squad that they had, like you look at it and obviously they technically should have won, but that Bayern Munich side was different levels that beat them in that final.
Well, they just won the Bundesliga 2 seasons on the bounce, hadn't they? Dortmund.
Yeah.
Because Götze didn't play in the final, did he? Because he
was going to Bayern.
He'd agreed to go to Bayern.
It's a serious squad, though. And you see where they're all at now and what they've done.
Royce, Blaszczykowski and Gundogan behind Lewandowski.
Yeah.
And then they had Bender, Schmelzer, Piszczek, Hummels.
Subovic.
Perisic in that squad. Or was Perisic season before?
No, I don't even live in Dortmund. Weidenwiller in net. No, I had a mid-team.
Did I?
Mid-team.
Serious squad.
As we said, Klopp was likable then.
Yeah.
Go on, Dill.
Right, Dortmund 12-13. Most gutted I've ever seen it be for like a team to not win a final.
Yeah.
Like I generally was. I was like, oh, I hate Bayern. Absolutely hate them. Curveball, Atletico Madrid 15-16. Not the one that lost to the final, the one that lost to Real in 2 years later.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like the players they had, they were still shit houses under Simeone, but they were likable in the prime, like Gabby, Koke, Griezmann was unreal at that point.
Yeah.
Obviously, he missed his pen in the final, hit the bar in normal time.
Oh, it went to pens, didn't it?
He scored his pen in the thing, and you see him walking back, being like, why not just do that in normal time? Yeah, Juan Fran missed his pen in the shootout. I didn't mind that team. Like it's a lot of them in their prime and like really good, and just like sometimes I just like a well drilled team, and they were just like you could just tell they just knew exactly what to do. They say got Madrid to pens, and they should have beat them. I'll admit they should have beat them in the minutes, but and finally, I've already mentioned them. It's Roma 17-18. Supposed to be shit after losing, like I mentioned before, all those players. But I know Liverpool dicked them in the semi-final, but Liverpool had general world-class players in that semi-final.
Yeah.
So you can't really moan.
That's some nice variety of choice there, lads.
Right.
Should we move on to our 11s then?
Why not?
So I didn't set a timer. Like I don't know how long we've been recording for. It's not time. You used to have a little.
About 50 minutes, 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah. Right.
What's your formation?
It's 4-3-3 really.
I just went 4-4-2.
What were you going with, Dill?
4-3-3.
Do you want to start, Dylan?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Keepers are going to be blatantly obvious for me. Iker Casillas.
Same.
I went for Victor Bayern.
Nah, I think the Champions League, he's one of the first players that pops into my head.
That pure.
I
Unreal
remember,
goalie.
winning it as like 18-year-old.
Yeah.
Well, like.
Yeah.
Is he
and then
When was his last one?
The one where he got lobbed 13-14. That was his last game for Real Madrid.
Right. So that's him. Technically, he's won it in 3 decades. Then.
Yeah.
He didn't play in the final in 2002. I don't think they were playing. Was it Cesar or another Spanish keeper at the time? Can't remember.
But the Bayer Leverkusen game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes on because Cesar gets injured.
Ah, right. I knew he hadn't started. So yeah, he's won it in 3 decades.
Yeah, he got injured and he came on.
Decent.
Yeah.
So you went with Jose's boy then?
Yeah. Signed him on FIFA every year after that.
We'll move on to left back then. I've picked, Paolo Maldini. Had to be for me. Just the beautiful man in the red and black of AC Milan with a Champions League star ball on the sleeve. Just perfection.
Fair play.
Won it multiple times. I don't have the stats down for how many times he's won it.
I've tried to stay away from my man crush, and I've gone for my other man crush. And I've got Lizarazu at left back.
Oh, nice. Good choice.
I love Lizarazu.
I've got a newfound enjoyment of him since you told us he does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Like, fair play.
Marcelo.
Nice.
I get a feeling yours is going to be Real Madrid heavy.
I love that video that you see on Twitter with Marcelo.
Just the 8 players.
Hey, fair play. There's no rules. The only rule was Like no players from English clubs. Right back, I've gone with Javier Zanetti.
Ooh, yeah, me too.
Oh shit! Right, so 7 Real Madrid players now. I'm having Zanetti, you know. That was a great shout. But no, do you know why? I googled when I googled it and I thought about it. I thought when I pure loved him, so when Mourinho put him in centre mid,
Aye.
like that, his Champions League run that you can remember,
Yeah.
he played in centre mid.
I did,
But
because he had Maicon at right back, didn't he?
yeah,
Yeah.
no, do you know what? He's better than Carvajal. I'm taking Carvajal out. He's Zanetti.
I know.
Where's my pen?
I know he's not like technically a one club man because they signed him from. Where did they sign him for? Vélez Sarsfield, I think they signed him from in Argentina.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
I think that's who he came. I might be wrong there. But he's a one club man in Europe, and
It's pretty hard for South Americans to be one club man in it.
yeah. Yeah, he's just Mr. Inter Milan as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. He was quality, like, to
Fucking outstanding
good football player.
Like you said, like Dill mentioned there, Mourinho putting him in centre mid. Like he's put him in centre mid when he's like into his 30s. Like,
Yeah.
you know, he's like converted him into a central midfielder.
He's still bossing it.
Yeah, and he's still starting, still a captain.
Mm-hmm.
That's sound. Centre backs. My first centre back is Puyol. Carlos Puyol.
Forgot about Puyol.
Is the only one in my team from. No, he's not. I've just looked again. He's one of only 2 players in my team from that Barca, from any Barca sides. But he, I loved that. When he first started his career, he was like a right back that wasn't really considered like a main part of the team, and then converts to a centre half and just makes the position his own for the next 15 years.
Pure.
And is just class. I absolutely love him, mate. He's one of my favourite, if not my favourite centre back of all time. Like
he's up there, like
he had no right to be so good because he could not see fuck all from through his head. Like there's no way he could see through all that. And he was absolutely class, like a true leader as well. Like I love that clip of him where like the youngins are celebrating and he, like for Barca when they're dicking somebody 5-0. Like and he gives them like a clip around the ear and tells them off. It's class.
It's somewhere for me because I hate him as well. Where PK gets hit by a coin. Not sure that should happen from the Real Madrid fans, and he's like picking it up to give it to the ref, and Puyol just takes out his hands and throws it to the side and like pushes him like get back in defend, man.
Yeah, do your job. Stop being a fanny. Yeah. Just crack on. Like. It was class, hard as nails, and like just quality footballer, quality defender.
Yeah, exactly.
Go on, Nath.
My first centre backs, Mick says, just why not?
Absolutely.
Why not? If you're gonna fire out overhead kicks from 20 yards out, then you bring the side, like.
Nice, like that choice. Dill,
done it, so I've already talked about it. Paolo Maldini.
Yeah.
Just because I wanted Marcelo in at left back, I got Maldini in centre half.
It's totally acceptable. Equally,
if it wasn't, it would have been Puyol though. I'm with you on that.
Maldini equally world class at both left-sided centre half and left back.
Yeah.
Despite being right-footed, class. Lucio is my second centre half.
Nice.
Love that Bayer Leverkusen side could have got a mention in teams that hadn't won it. I love that Bayer Leverkusen side. Lucio, Zeriberto, Ballack, class. And then obviously he goes on to win it with Inter Milan under Jose. He was fucking brilliant player, Lucio.
Yeah, it was either him or Walter Samuel for me, and I went with Lucio.
Dylan?
Fucking obvious, isn't it? My captain, Sergio Ramos.
Yeah.
King Sergio, like.
Yeah.
Bonafide winner.
There's no point even talking. Yeah, no point talking about it.
Right, we'll move on to midfield then. My first central midfielder is Gazzetta Mendieta.
Oh my God, same.
Again, from that Valencia side, from 99 through to 2001. Arguably the best central midfielder in Europe at the time. He was just a colossus. Unfortunately, after he moved to Lazio, fortunately, after he moved to Lazio, it didn't really work out for him. That's what happens when you go to a scummy club, sorry. But no, he was absolutely class. I think he was unlucky not to win it throughout his career.
Yeah.
I think he'd moved to Borough by the time Barcelona had... It was on loan to Borough the season Barcelona won it, I think. Mendieta.
Yeah, I've got Mendieta. I've got his centre midfield partner in that 0-1. I've got Deschamps in there as well.
Oofed.
Ultimate water carrier for a centre midfielder. Not very creative going forward. He won't get you goals, but he can clean up and he can pass a ball sideways. He's just a proper water carrier for... If you've got someone that's attacking, Didier Deschamps should be recognised a little bit more as a workhorse midfielder, because he was good.
Fair play. I think Zidane would agree with you there as well. If you ever have a crack with him, just ask him. Do you?
I'll see him on Friday down.
Go on, Dill.
Real Madrid's Xabi Alonso.
Beautiful, man.
Again, just another player I always get him when I can.
Can you remember that time me and you were steaming in Sunderland and we were doing we were sat in the pub just doing all time, best 11 of all time, and you spent 15 minutes just going on about Xabi Alonso. By the time you'd finished, I'd scribbled out somebody and put him into my team. Good night.
But one of my arguments was, look how good he is in a suit.
Oh, see, that's the thing, right? He's won it twice, but he played in one final. But have you seen how good he looks in that suit? Finally, never played.
Sunglasses.
There's the one where he's checking the pitch and he's got a cup of coffee or water and his sunglasses on. Wow.
He's such a good player. Absolutely sat nav. Unreal. Unreal.
Yeah. So him.
Who's your other central midfielder doing?
I tell you what, I'll do 4-2-3-1 instead. I know I hate Barcelona, but absolutely adore him. And I know they get mentioned together, but he's the best out of the two by a mile, in my opinion. Iniesta.
Yeah, I think he's the best central midfielder of our lifetime, to be honest.
He's filth, absolute filth. Yeah, he made that team tick. I know everyone's obviously Messi was the best player in the world, arguably, but he was just disgusting.
Serious player.
Just disgusting. Yeah.
I was good when I went to watch them that he was 34, 35 at the time, and he was still mint, obviously, but he wasn't in his prime. That would have been a special player to see in the prime.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, he was just so good.
My other central midfielder is big Clarence Seedorf.
Nice.
Had to have him in there. Won the Champions League with 3 different clubs.
That's good. That's good going. That
and played till his mid-30s in the competition as well. He was fucking an absolute unit.
Washboard abs.
I don't know. I absolutely. You could grate the hardest cheese on those abs and get a fine grain. And that return leg against Man U in 2007, where Milan won 3-0 San Siro, and was it Kaká, Seedorf scored, and Gilardino got the third. Seedorf was absolutely phenomenal in that game. He was fucking class. But yeah, to win it for 3 clubs is a big deal, and
Yeah, special.
yeah, it was top player, absolutely quality. So what are these formations again? My 4-3-3. So I've still got to pick like my attacking midfielder.
That's like mine. He's not like an orthodox CM.
Yeah, aye. Well, I'll just say what mine is then. It's Kaka.
Nice.
Spoke about him quite a bit earlier on when we spoke about his goal for Man United, but yeah, watching him glide what seemed to be like 100 mile an hour with a ball at his feet, like it was so fast. It was so fast, like carrying the ball.
Yeah.
And he was a big lad as well. Like it was like 6'2", 6'3".
It's like he's floating.
Yeah, he was so good, so good. And him in his prime in that AC Milan side, just a total joy to watch.
Right, completely.
You can mind when we went to Milan in March, just before we went, like we were watching like Milan videos and stuff to get in the mood. Now I watched like a YouTube video of their Champions League run when they won it in 2007. And some of the goals he scores in that season is just fucking
just phenomenal. Just phenomenal.
But yeah, so Kaka, he sits at the top of my midfield 3.
Fair play.
So if you do yours then, Dylan, and then Nath can do his wingers together.
Right, fair enough. Not really synonymous with Champions League, but if I can get him in any team, I will. Francesco Totti. But he is the oldest player to score in the Champions League, so he does hold the record in it.
Yeah.
Where he dinged Gobshite Joe Hart. So yeah, Totti.
Fair.
Yeah, fair enough. Do love the man.
Mm-hmm.
Quality.
Right, Nath, do you want to do your wingers together?
We wingers together. Right. Right side of midfield, I've got Porto, Sergio Conceição.
You love that Porto side. Like.
That Porto side's phenomenal. And on the left side of midfield, I've got Monaco's Ludovic Giuli.
Oh.
Because I thought it was a handy little player. I thought it was quite good. And then he went to Barcelona.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah. Barca took like the 2 best players from both of those teams in that final. Giuli and Deco.
Yeah, they did high. I wanted to put Deco
was
in.
It? Oh.
Ludovic Giuli.
And Deco.
Yeah.
Right, so if we move on to forwards then, I'll go first. No particular order of what position that they're on. They're just 3 strikers. Andrei Shevchenko, first of all.
Nice.
Not Chelsea's Andrei Shevchenko.
Yeah.
AC Milan's Andrei Shevchenko. and Dynamo Kiev's Andrei Shevchenko. He was just fucking... Up until he moved to Chelsea, he was phenomenal.
AC Milan Shevchenko is phenomenal.
Yeah, brilliant player. Who's yours first one, Dylan?
Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Nice.
Not the one with shit knees.
Doesn't really need much else said, really, does it?
No, like, nah. Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Go on then, Nath. Your first of your
first one, AC Milan's Pippo Inzaghi, because I think it was the only time I'd ever really get him in. I love Pippo Inzaghi. Just for the fact that people say, as a footballer, absolute garbage, but if that ball was bouncing about in the box, he'll put it in.
The ultimate box in a box, like.
And he'd rather score and the team lose than win and not score.
I love it when
I proper love that about him.
The Golazzo podcast where like Gabriel Marcotti and James Horncastle are laughing like like how it's like a massive joke in Italian football how shite Pippo Inzaghi actually was at football. He just knew what position to get into to bundle the goal in.
Yeah, it's like if you showed a band now, like I don't know, someone with relevance of football, and a 12-year-old say that about our age.
Yeah.
If you show them a YouTube compilation with Inzaghi, they'd think he was absolutely unbelievable. And I know you could say that a lot. I know you could say that about a lot of like YouTube, but like Inzaghi scored that many goals, you could be like, right, look at these goals, and they'd be like, whoa.
He's got around 300 career goals. It's like,
he's like the butt joke of Italy. Like
the fact that Ancelotti picked him over Gillardino in that Athens final against Liverpool.
Proves dividends. He scored twice.
Too.
Yeah. It proves that he's just
one. And he's like, there's the book I've got, the greatest scorers, and he's mentioned in that, and it's like Pippo is the only person you will ever see in football that will celebrate a goal on the school field like he scored in the World Cup final every single time.
I just love that about him. Like, you could just imagine just him sat there, like, before they go out, and he's like, lads, don't even try and pass the ball to me at any point. Just get crosses in the box, and I'll score.
Great
He
choice.
knows his job and he does it. That's just quality.
Yeah.
Love it about him.
Great choice. Second of my three is Diego Tristan.
Nice.
I love Diego. Well, when we did the La Liga episode, he made my 11 in that as well. I just thought he had a cool as fuck name. He played for a cool as fuck team. And quality striker. Dylan?
Second Barca player, I don't know, I just adore him. I was a bit pissed off when he went to Barca, to be honest, but David Villa.
Nice.
I love David Villa. I adore him. He's so good. He's so good, and just like played out of position to get Messi in and that, but still bagged and was unreal.
Yeah. That Valencia side he was in, like, I think, like folk don't realize, like, well, they maybe do it, but it gets forgotten, like the young
Juan Mata,
Spanish
David Silva
that had in it. Yeah.
Good side.
Like even like Danny Alves. No, that was Sevilla. Take that back. I apologise. But yeah, Juan Mata, David Silva, David Villa.
Yeah, class man.
His free kick against Inter. Do you mind which one I'm on about? I think it was the 05-06 season. Might have been there.
Yeah.
Absolutely class. Takes it on the right hand side and puts
so
it on the
good.
right hand post as well.
Yeah, he's so good, man.
Fair player.
Yeah. Right, last player age.
My final player is Samuel Eto'o.
Nice.
I love Eto'o. Quality.
Different gravy in the Champions League.
Yeah. Like, and when he went to Inter Milan and he played as a wing back for Mourinho.
I love that quote when he's like, only for Jose.
Yeah,
but
aye.
I won't do it for anyone else.
Yeah. Just brilliant, like, and bit understated and underrated, I think.
100%. He still scored goals at Chelsea when he was like 35. You know, when he did the walking stick thing.
Yeah.
He's still back.
He got a hat trick against Man U, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he went to Everton. Didn't he go to Everton like after Chelsea?
I went to Everton.
Everton, and then he went to Sampdoria.
But,
yeah.
It was brilliant. He had a pretty rad career right at the start. It's like it was at
Real Madrid.
It was at Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
They loaned him to Depor. They loaned him to Mallorca. He signed for Mallorca. Then he signed for Barca.
Mint, man.
Aye, Eto'o he was my last pick.
Fair play.
Go on, Nath.
I've gone for Valencia's Claudio Lopez.
Oh, nice.
I love that. Like, if it's not the Porto team, it's that Valencia squad, because really like that side and the strip. It could have been John Carew or Benny McCarthy, to be fair, but nah, Claudio Lopez.
Fair dues.
Prayers.
Go on, Nath. I mean, Dill, finish us off.
The current king of the Champions League, the best player in Europe at the minute, in my eyes. Karim Benzema.
Nice.
Yeah.
Could have just folded when Ronaldo and all left Real Madrid, but he just made it his own. And now, like, Ramos is gone as well. He's just the leader of that team, just by a mile. Yeah. And he's just better with age. Class. Absolutely class. Movement and headering is just... Them 2 headers against Chelsea last year, just filth.
The dink pen.
Yeah.
That was kind of like after Ronaldo left and he basically got the license to be the main man.
Yeah. And he adds to that myth of, like, put some tape on your wrists and around your thumb and you become unbelievable.
Oh, I'll have to try that. It does work though. Like,
Suarez did it, then had like his best ever years at Liverpool.
Yeah. Vardy scored in 12 consecutive Premier League games.
Yeah, with a cast eye. Benzema's done it, and he's the best player in Europe. Yeah.
Do you know what was a ridiculous statement in this year's Champions League? I saw a clip of it. I think it was Mika Richards being like, "Oh yeah, it's only now that like
I'm seeing what you can do.
I'm seeing what you can do." And Thierry Henry is like, "Only now." Yeah, like he takes a breath. He's like, "Whoa!" Like you can tell in Henry's head, he's like, "Who the fuck are these idiots?"
Oh yeah,
he's been playing for Real Madrid for the past fucking 13 years, and you're only just seeing it now. Oh man, it's painful. I really like Mika Richards as well, but that was like, you'd think somebody that's like a bit younger, like who has had access to watch like foreign football during this whole time, would know.
He's like fourth. He's like fourth top scorer in the Champions League now, or third. He got third.
But it's only
obviously Ronaldo, Messi, and then it's like him and Lewandowski. No,
quality in it.
Because I think I can't remember if he's either took over or he's tied Raul, because Raul was obviously top for years. Yeah. He just missed out on mine, by the way. I went with Benzema just kind of. Quick one, Gaffer
Ancelotti.
Yeah, it's got to be Don Carlo.
It's got to be like done. If I could only dream as looking as cool as that at any age of my life, never mind in my 60s.
And boys, and it's sad because it's coming to an end because of these quotes early this week.
Yeah.
Once he's done at Real Madrid, he's done.
Happy retirement, though, to be fair.
Anyway, get back into the present Champions League. Do you want the group stages quickly before we leave?
I was going to say, I hope you've got them, because I've been looking for them, and now it's fine loaded up.
There's some tasty ties, and there's some absolute media shagging ties that they'll be happy with.
There's some good.
There's definitely been a Scotland and England draw then. There's definitely.
Yeah. Well, name the two, and you assume you'll nail it.
Yeah.
Anyway, right, I'll go with it. Group A, which is where the media shagging will come into it.
Yeah.
Ajax, Liverpool, and Rangers. So Liverpool v Rangers will be in your ears.
The Battle of Britain.
That is a tough group, though. Ajax, Napoli. I know Napoli, but anyway, Group B, bit of a low-key group. Porto, Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, and Club Brugge.
It's an interesting group, that, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Group C, very interesting group, unless you're Victoria Pilsen. Inter Milan, Barcelona, and Bayern Munich. Victoria Pilsen.
That's mega.
That's a rough group, that.
Lewandowski back to Bayern.
Yeah.
Group D, Antonio Conte should be licking his lips. You've got Tottenham, Frankfurt, Sporting Lisbon, and Marseille.
That is a kind draw for Spurs.
It's very good for Spurs.
It's a very kind draw for them.
Group E, we'll be hoping that Chelsea get what they deserve, eat their words. Chelsea, AC Milan, go on, Tomori, do them over soon. Salzburg and Dinamo Zagreb. So you'd expect Chelsea and Milan to get through, hopefully.
Yeah. Milan will be happy with that draw.
Milan will be top with 9
points. Group F, one that Nath will be chuffed over because he's a sicko. Real Madrid versus Celtic.
It's going to be a good tie, that, you know.
With and RB Leipzig in there too.
Sorry, Dill, who was the third team in that group?
Real Madrid, RB Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Celtic.
That's it. I tell you what, like Celtic
Second place for Celtic there.
They might not get beat 6 times. We've got to fancy the chances there.
Aye, only because the Ukrainians can't play in Ukraine.
Yeah, that's going to do my head in for a while now.
Group G, City. It's probably the hardest group in a while, but it's still nice to them. City, Sevilla, Borussia Dortmund, and Copenhagen. Yeah, and then Group H, PSG, Juventus, Benfica, and Maccabi Haifa.
Get in. Nice to see Maccabi Haifa back in the Champions League.
Yeah. Yep. I forgot to do that. I forgot to do that on the draw. Last year's Player of the Year in the Champions League named was Karim Benzema.
Quality.
Men's Player of the Year.
Should be the Ballon d'Or winner this year as well, in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah. We're all right, boy. Hello. That's decent. But yeah, that's the Champions League group stage draw.
Nice. Right. That's just in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
been a pleasure.
We'll have to, like, obviously we're trying to get stuff out more regularly, but like Dill says, he's fucking mental with work at the minute. I'm renovating a house.
Well, I know my 3G works now at least, so I don't have Wi-Fi issues.
Yeah, we're all like full-time jobs. Nate's got a full-time dad. We're all busy lads, so but we'll try and get some stuff out.
We'll do a blog on. I need to get myself back on Instagram, but I will do a blog for when I go to Rome, Empoli. If anyone wants to follow that, well, not a blog, but follow the story on the day.
Yeah. Oh, and if anybody wants to watch any Serie B games, download the app Mola. It's fucking mint.
They haven't even paid us to say that. We are just nice.
With that nice little just getting rid of stuff on the
free plug for the app Mola. I have watched so much football. Every set of fans is mint as well. Every game sounds class. I think that's what makes it. The atmosphere just sounds mint every game. But you can watch it on your phone, and then you can come out the app, and it stays on a little box on the top screen. It's class. But anyway, on that note,
yeah,
we'll see you next time. Follow us on Twitter at Prawn. I can't fucking. That's been a while. At Prawn Podcast.
At Prawn Podcast with 2 capital P's.
Yeah, and on Instagram, prawn_sandwich. And hope you enjoyed the show. Leave us a nice 5-star rating on iTunes, and we will love you forever. Right. See you, boys.
Ciao.
Ciao.